Oh God, it's not the USA Cup. It's OnlyBans. We'll do USA Cup in a bit. Maybe that'll go. Hold on. Well, whatever. It's too late now. Turn this down a little bit. We're gonna make Enzberg blue. There we go. Enzberg in the north is gonna be in blue, playing as the Slavs. In the south, we're gonna have Adam playing in red as the Teutons. We're on Hideout. If you aren't familiar with Hideout, there's a giant mass of wood in the center. It's actually kind of like extra long here because of this. There's like a single tree dividing this. It's like a really narrow passage on the one side, and it's like a super long trip for either player to get to either player. It's kind of crazy. This is an Age of Mythology song. This is off the original AoE 2 soundtrack. For people on YouTube, you have to watch on Twitch to enjoy the wonders that are that. And it looks like we are pushing deer in from the outside. Enzberg using the sheep to hold the gate open for the scout to push the deer in. Or is this were these trapped inside? Looks like they may have actually been trapped inside. Pardon me.
Hey, yeah.
So Teutons, pretty strong defensive civ. They get free murder holes. What else do they get? Extra garrison on their towers and town centers. Extra range on their castle. Pardon me. Yo, so friends, how you doing? Enzberg is going to drop a house by this gate. Gates are weak spots on your walls, even on Hideout. Both players' builds fairly tight. This is a nice patch of gold here for Enzberg. This is a little bit exposed, but compared to this, which is really, really trapped, we don't really have, well, we got kind of somewhat safe stone here for Adam. Let's take a quick peek at both players' scouting. Not really straying beyond their own bases quite yet, I don't think. Yeah. Both players pushing their deer in from the outside. Scores are really close as well. I will adjust the elos because I think those are actually incorrect at the moment. Let's see if I can fix that. Enzberg is a 1750. And Adam, an 1850? 1880. Little difficult to tell what the plan is from either player here. The 4 on wood here from the Slavs could be man-at-arms, could be could just be a straight FC. Whereas the Teuton player, we got 3 on wood. Again, same thing. Could be FC. Less likely to be men-at-arms. Could be scouts. Raccoon Piston says, amazing matchup. Both heavy cav civs. Yeah. It'll be really interesting to see how that whole Drazina versus extra melee goes. As the Teutons get extra melee armor. And also have access to, of course, the Teutonic Knight, which has a ridiculous amount of melee armor. So when you go up against a civ that has, I wonder what happens when you have like Drazina champions. So the tech Drazina for the Slavs. We're talking pretty far in the game here because we are in Dark Age here on Hideout. But Drazina for the Slavs gives them a bonus where their infantry do trample damage effect, basically. So anything around their infantry does extra damage. It does like a splash damage kind of effect. So how is that going to go up against like do Drazina champs kill the Teutonic Knight? Do the Teutonic Knights just tank the shots anyways? Do you have like really strong siege? This could be a good game. Adam's currently housed. Both players up to feudal again around the same time. Going to be on 25 pop. Horse collar and heavy plow technically save fewer resources for Teutons. An overlooked aspect of horse collar, though, Sismical, is that it makes all of your farmers more efficient, too, because they carry extra food. With heavy plow. I don't know if I said horse collar for a second round, but heavy plow makes your villagers carry extra food, too, which speeds all your farmers up, makes them much more efficient, especially when you have like 40 of them. All of a sudden having an extra 40, 50 food coming in when you didn't have before, that's kind of crazy. Piles up quick. Like an extra military building or two you can run. Ooh, the free shots there with the scout. So one player's scout. So Adam was up to feudal first, and when you hit feudal, your scout actually gets a little bit of a bonus damage and a speed boost. And in this case, Adam was able to get a few free shots on Enzberg's scout, now chasing it back to his base. Enzberg is one of the finalists of Ring of Fire 3, coming out in front of a lot of even pro players in that 1v1v1 tournament. This, however, is a 1 versus 1 tournament and can be quite a bit trickier. You don't have as much breathing room. But we know Enzberg has the mind of a very, very high level player. Horse collar's coming in, I was going to say late, but we really needed to get up to Castle Age. It's not really late, but probably should have been in earlier regardless. The spear coming out, and Adam micros the scout away. Going to be able to run around Enzberg's base, get a good idea of what's going on, pick up, and see just exactly where his opponent is up to. As Adam's going to see the villagers on gold at the back. Adam is running around the north side of the base with the scout. Meanwhile, back at home, we've got Market Barracks going down. So we'll have to see if that's barracks preparation for a stable or what's going on here. Castle is going to hit for Adam first, about one villager ahead. Like, literally, Enzberg made one more villager and is up 25 seconds later. Leading Archer, how are you? Water. Poke him. Jab him. How you getting on? I'm doing alright. I got to watch some robots over the last few days. Over at... I got to watch a fighting robot competition. And it was quite entertaining. And it made me miss doing it in high school. Now, did I say fighting robot? I don't know what I said. Let's just say robot competition, not a fighting robot competition. Regular robot competition. First robotics. It was good. I was ostensibly a mentor for a team that did not need mentoring help me at all. I basically just sat around and watched. I was a free scout. But nobody. But it was cool. Considering going back and volunteering or something next year, I don't know. I need to secure my life first. We need to build a life for ourselves. So Adam's gonna have this town center up first. Look, we see Enzberg's picked up heavy plow. We have a monastery that's gone down. Looks like we might have a monk spear push here from the Teuton player. Slav player is gonna add a third town center immediately. This is going to be a little rough If you're gonna do this, you're gonna be buying some food, but we don't have a market. We don't have the look. We have 6 farms. We have 3 town centers. This should be farms to support the get the second town center running. I think that's a little bit of a misplay from Enzberg. We'll see if we get the farms down fast enough, maybe, but we're not really doing that. Slav farms, though, they do work faster as Enzberg loses a pair of these forward scouts. Losing these scouts is actually terrible, as is the spear. We're going to need that because our opponent's going monk. So if we'd had those 3 scouts, imagine we pick up light cav. We just immediately have 3 light cav. Would have been a lot better off. Bit of a misplay there from Enzberg. This is my jam. Okay, you guys can't, but YouTube can't hear it, so it's so sad. Technically, could I put this one on the VOD? I probably could. I put this on the VOD. Because we jam it. Is this a best of 3? That is correct. This is best of 3 from OnlyBans, the round of 8. The monk being really aggressive here from Adam. Tempted to zip through a little bit, but come this far not zipping through, so I'm not going to do that. Third town center now going down for Adam. Look, Adam actually has more villagers, even though the third town center is going down later. This Slavy eco will kick in a little bit. All of these farms are just like they're just gonna be so efficient with these the horse collar upgrade in and the Slav farming bonus where they get extra food from farms. Yes, incredibly efficient. It's thanks, Lubov. We did not eat that at all.
Приказание.
Yeah.
Spears coming forward from Adam.
Аз готова.
Yeah. Hey, sir.
This poor villager is gonna get speared. She's getting speared. Look at her. That's not good. You guys have no game sound? Uh-oh. One moment here.
Приказание. Да.
Oh no, it's the game sound. Okay. Production. Look at all these farms. 31 farms from Adam to the 30. What was that? 30 from Enzberg. Look at the wood being floated by Adam too. Kind of crazy to think that you could be getting even more down faster than what these players are doing right now. It's really quick. Now, Adam has snatched up a pair of relics already. I think we grabbed one from this right side. Yeah, there's one over here too. Now, there's this relic that Enzberg has and this one. So we should have 2. It should be a 2 to 3 relic split. But Adam's monastery is on the side of his base that's closest to where Enzberg's likely to push from, given where this monastery is placed. So we'll see. 4th TC from Adam going down here in the southeast. And it's a race to imp at this point, honestly. The thing is, Enzberg doesn't have the numbers on gold that he needs to go off of stone. It's the Age of Empires 2 original soundtrack, Rusty. I wonder if Enzberg will be aggressive here, or if this was all just kind of like a positioning thing. Like, I want to block off this corridor with my buildings, not his.
Hey, sir.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Watch out. Good job. Forward Seas Workshop here from Adam in the south. University and a market back at home for Enzberg. University down for Adam as well. Imp is in for Adam. We've got Pike clicked in. We've got Wheelbarrow, Squires, and the first armor for his infantry. Handcart and Sanctity coming in for Enzberg. So monks from Enzberg. Sanctity, isn't that... Sanctity is the one where you get HP on your monks, right? Okay, that might make sense in case we're trying to still snatch some relics. Well, we already have the relics. It's already 3-2. I think what Enzberg needs to do here is go Halb Siege Champ. Maybe Mass Siege on your Scorp. Boyars? How do Boyars deal with... Maybe you go Elite Boyars here. So the Slavs get a unit called the Boyar, which has tons of armor on it. Right? I feel like that has potential. This game's getting spicy. So now we are truly seeing what the OnlyBans format can bring us here. And we are going to have a castle off here, guys. Both players throwing down. We've got defensive castles, or pardon me, defensive houses going up around this castle. Monks getting some conversions, but perhaps not enough, as Red has more monks moving in. And it's going to hit the villagers that are trying to build this castle. Red's castle is not being pressured, meanwhile. We've got 35% and not going up. I think, yeah, this is not good. That might be a bad castle here. Halb in now for Adam as the push is getting serious. This castle needs to be deleted and moved back now. Or we need to do something about this. This is bad. The Teuton player will be Teutonic Knights, I think, behind this as well. No? Rams at least. Just Halb Siege Ram would be pretty scary for the Slav to deal with. I think they have extra melee armor too, don't they, Sismico? I could be wrong. Red might come and try and deny this forward castle. Blue did delete this one, and Red's going to drop another castle on this gold here from Enzberg. Enzberg has a decent number of men-at-arms, interestingly, queued up. So we're going to be doing the Druzina champion switch, I would guess. The question is, will it come in time? Long swords are going to pop. So we're giving it away to Adam now, who's still moving forwards with this Treb. Still looks like they're maintaining this push. Adam now raiding with the Halbs. Adam up around 105 vills to Enzberg's 88. That's what I thought, Farouk, is that Boyars were like mounted Teutonic Knights. I think maybe we should be getting some of those mixed in here. Trebuchet's coming out for the Slav, though. We don't really have enough castles for that. Getting pressured in the north as well, by the way. Two-handed swords will kick in a second. I don't know if I've seen Druzina come in yet. And we are seeing the longsword Teutonic Knight switch, I would guess, versus Teutonic Knights. Bro, make some Teutonic Knights. Teutonic Knights actually lose to them that badly. Trebuchet is pushing this forward castle from Adam, as Enzberg is fighting back, trying to keep his spot here on Hideout. Does not want to go 1-0 down in this tournament here. This is the round of 8, so the winner of this moves on to the play-ins, and we'll be playing one of survivalist Nili, Ozone, or Ubednir. So a pretty critical game here in the qualifier portion of OnlyBans. And it looks like Adam may have overextended. May. I think we get some Teutonic Knights in here. It's going to get ugly. Champion coming in for both players. It's going to come in slightly earlier for Enzberg. I'm not sure how much it's going to matter. Lots of repairs on this castle are buying Adam some time, but not much more than that. As it finally goes down. Students have hand cannons and Slavs don't. I think as the Slav, you have to be thinking about siege something here. Siege ram and maybe like siege onager or heavy scorp or like something. The Slavs get cheaper siege. Now Teutons get extra armor if they get ironclad, right? So maybe not. It's weird. And maybe we're gonna see. I wonder if we have Drazina. I really wonder if we have Drazina here. Looks like the Teuton player might actually be getting the better of this fight here, as the numbers are swinging definitely in favor of red there. Blue did a lot of damage here, though. Yeah, maybe we fall back and maybe try this again with some Boyars mixed in, right? Boyar champ. This eastern side's being walled off as by Enzberg, by the way. So players will be focusing on this main push on the left. And someone called the hand cannons earlier from the Teuton player, and here they are. Siege or Boyars really need to be the answer to the hand cannons. Champs will not get it done. Better take notes on Slav, still on A to Z. Yeah, anybody watching on YouTube or anybody who's not aware here on Twitch, I run a series called A to Z, where I'm playing each of the civilizations that have to win 10 times as each one. Bombard cannon coming forward from the Teuton players, looking pretty bad here for Enzberg. We're going to need something to respond to this soon. Another castle is going to go down on the front, trying to block off this gold from being taken. Enzberg doesn't really have a ton of great resources back here. We got 2 stones, and that's it. The extra gold is, like, down here, maybe. Not great. We need an onager so badly. Onager, and we win. Drazina is in for the Slav player, and I think we just take this fight now. And watch as the Slav player just wipes up this fight. The problem will be if the hand cannons help enough. And they might. They're doing a ton of damage. But, oof, yeah, the hand cannons really made that untenable. I like that we're trying to trebuchet the hand cannon. I'm enjoying that. Hussar would be pretty good as well. Oh, Bomber Cannon just bombarded that lady. Bombarding, like, just, this guy just almost got bombarded to death. Look at this. Vills are getting bombarded cannoned. And this push is getting real here from Adam. Enzberg has 1,600 stone. He could try and swing down to the east or south and maybe pull some castle drops off or something. It's looking pretty terrible, though. I mean, Enzberg's holding, sort of. So props to him for that. But geez. Adam's been hanging around here for quite a while now. Down goes the town center from the bombard cannons. And they are continuing to push in. What is Enzberg going to do? Hussar? We don't have any cavalry upgrades. We have bloodlines. No, he just calls GG. Enzberg is going to hand game 1 to Adam here. And the strong gunpowder-based push from Adam is what sealed the deal here against the Slav. GG, well played. Very, very similar AVM. But I feel like Enzberg just kind of got stuck in a few spots. Especially against those gunpowder units. Give me one moment.